strong emotional core. With every iteration of the new draft, it just became more immersive, richer, and nuanced. And when you see the final show, you will realize just how many small pieces have come together to infuse life into this wonderful story. From the superlative performances by the brilliant ensemble of actors, the very, very taut direction of Shujat, the production design that mirrors the period that the story is set in, brilliant cinematography, music, sound design, action. It's a labor of love. It's just painstakingly been put together. It's a rich, captivating narrative that highlights the universal theme of good versus evil, legacy versus dream, good versus bad, black, white. And it's been an absolutely amazing journey. I just want to express my deepest gratitude to Shujat, Renzil, Hussain, Ritesh, Farhan, Qasim for their infinite patience, determination, passion. We really cannot wait for all of you to watch Bambai Meri Jaan on 14th of September.
Thank you, Aparna. I love the passion. I love that. There's so much passion in every word that you were saying. We can't wait to dive into the world of Bambai Meri Jaan very soon, which is the 14th of September. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I'm going to request both of you to please stay on stage, as would now like to invite, as you said, partners in crime. Please put your hands together for the producers of this epic saga, Ritesh Sidwani and Qasim Jagmagia from XL Media and Entertainment.
Hello, hello. Hi.
Welcome to both of you. Good to see you. Welcome. Question for both of you is from whatever with top-notch cinematic skill and some mega talented actors about to hit us on the 14th of September. We want to know more. What can we expect?
We knew this story required a certain scale and canvas, and we kept that in mind while we were writing it. It spans over multiple decades, so the entire team came together to, for the minutest detailing and research. We wanted to give the audience an immersive experience so that we could transform them into that era and time. We've done what we had to, and hoping the viewers like what we have.
We're looking forward to it. Your thoughts, Ritesh?
Yeah, hi, good afternoon. So I think they've summed it up all till now very well about what the show is going to be. I think the expectation will be set when you see the trailer. And all I can tell you is that whatever you see in the trailer, I personally feel that that promise will be delivered by the time you finish it. So, and like Aparna said, like the kind of genre it falls into, it's the one which I think people resonate, they love watching a lot with. And I think the story, and the writing of it had such beautiful characters. So it just became easy when you had this perfect cast which came and completed them. It's a fictional story, but you'll just get so immersed into their world that you almost start believing into them. So I think watch the trailer and then we can talk more.
We are geared up to get transported into that era and that world. So thank you so much and wishing you the best. May I request you please take the hot seat so that we could roll out the red carpet from there, please. Thank you. I'll give it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, up on stage to tell us more about the series, and let me also mention that Shujat here is also directed the series. Welcome both of you.
Thank you.
The trailer looks powerful.
Thank you.
Congratulations, wishing you the best now. Finally, the trailer launch is here. How does it feel?
Then, go for it. I think I want to pinch myself. It's quite surreal, really. From the perspective of just a writer, I think from the page to the screen, it's taken, 5 years, and we've weathered typhoons and COVID, and I think everything that a show of this scale and ambition throws at you. So, I mean, I'm thrilled.
What about you?
Well, it's a monumental moment, of course. My knees are shaking, my heart is racing, my mouth is dry, super nervous. Personally, it's a very emotional moment. This journey began 5 years ago for me. At that time, of course, I didn't know that it's going to take this long to make this series. But the making of it took a life of its own, an epic life. It was born out of troubled times. We battled two deadly COVID waves, reconstructing a mammoth set twice over from scratch. And we were finally hit by a cyclone. And I used to call myself lucky, the irony of it. But this wouldn't have been possible without the grit and determination of my cast, my crew, the most amazing crew that we had. A lot of people came together to realize this vision that I had in my mind, who were relentless in their pursuit of excellence. My producers, more like my brothers, Ritesh, Farhan, Qasim, who stood behind me, not just as rocks, but mountains, indulged every little women fancy that I had, and had a vision which is larger than what I had in my mind. Also Aparna, thank you so much. She was the backbone of this project. The belief and faith she had in this always propelled us to keep moving ahead. It's going to release now on the 14th, and of course the audience is going to be the final judge of it. But standing here on this platform gives me immense amount of pride for each and every one who worked on this project, who came together to collaborate. And here we are. I mean, I just hope everyone enjoys watching it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Definitely, and it looks larger than life, as you rightly said. And you know, you said the cyclone hit. You said we love these weather conditions. Yeah, let's go for it. But congratulations once again. An aspect of the series that we'd like to welcome onto the stage is the extremely, supremely talented actors. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you please stay with us. And ladies and gentlemen, a thunderous round of applause. Please put your hands together and welcome on stage KK Menon, Avinash Tiwari, Kritika Kamra, Nivedita Bhattacharya, and Amira Dastoor. Welcome to all of you. The trailer looks super powerful, super impressive. We can't wait for the 40. May I request you please step forward a little so we could set the stage for a nice chat and get more details, insights about Bambai Meri Jaan. No problem. Yeah. A little music and would be nice. I'd also like to invite Ritesh, Qasim, Sushant and Aparna back on stage. Photo up a little later. We will, yeah, I request you please be seated, take your seats so we could have a... Thank you so much. Thank you. May I just hand it over to somebody here. Mike. Thank you. Pehले to badaiyan, congratulations to all of you to the trailer launch, and we love the trailer. Did we? Yes. How do we appreciate it? With a huge round of applause and welcome them. Thank you. Okay, sir, today's सवाल जवाब आप सभी के साथ, starting with you. We'd all love to know more about your character. You've played a role of cop many a times earlier as well. How is Ismail Qadri different from the previous characters that you've played?
I've actually, is it working? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I've actually said this many a time. तो जिन्होंने सुना है बोर मत होना. I normally play people. I don't play roles. So अक्सर क्या होता है कि जब हम बोलते हैं कि हम कॉप का रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं, तो आपने देखा होगा कि एक ज़माने में दायां हाथ बायां हाथ सामने करके दायां हाथ से लकड़ी मारते हैं और बोलते हैं कि 19 तारीख की रात को तुम कहाँ थे, है ना? तो वो कॉप का रोल हो गया. बट आई नॉर्मली प्ले पीपल. सो no two persons are the same in this world. There can be a limited number of roles. There can be 25,000 roles, for example, a cop, a professor, lawyer, whatever. But each person is different. So I tend to play that person more than the role. So if I've played a cop before, I've played that person. So once upon a time, Rakesh Maria is different from a Ismail Qadiri, who is different from a Mansoor Dalal in Farzi. So I tend to play people, so automatically it becomes different.
And you're a natural, and we love you for that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Avinash, my question's for you. You've been on a roll, especially in crime drama series, but in this show, it really seems like you're going to hit the ball out of the park, because we want to know, how was your experience playing Dara Qadri? Also tell us a bit about your character.
First of all, thank you so much for this. Good afternoon, everyone who's present here. Thank you for being here. I think when the script came to me, when Shujat sir sat down with me and started sharing about what the show is all about, honestly, as an actor, I was shitting bricks. I didn't know if I had the capability to pull this off. But the fact was, what really excited me was the fact that this guy came from hunger and took those ladders to finally come to a position of power. That, I think, was something which really excited me. The whole journey of how they traverse, and he becomes what he becomes. Yes, he is a gangster. He has his own consequences for the actions that he takes. But the internal story, the story of the family, the relationships, those were the things that really, really made me feel that this is going to be an immersive experience. And I'm just glad I'm a part of it. I got a chance to play this guy who's apparently Bambai ka naya badshah. Feels pretty cool, right?
Mumbai ka naya badshah kaun? Avinash. But thank you, and wishing you the best for this
Thank
one.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now, the gangster story has some very, very powerful female characters, and we would like to hear from the women of Bambai, Meri, Jaan, and starting with Kritika. Good to see you. Now, Ron, check. You want to
Okay? Yeah?
Yep.
Hi,
Thank
good to see you.
Likewise. Now, Bombay Meri Jaan has such strong male characters. How was it to be a part of it? And as we just saw in the trailer, this is completely different, a completely badass avatar, if I must say, that you have. We are seeing of you, so we want to know more about that.
Absolutely. The show Bambai Meri Jaan is about, focuses on these strong male characters, but believe me, the women in the show are also very, very strong and powerful. And like you said, I mean, a badass character is very delicious. Ask any actor, it's the most fun to play. And this is the first time I am playing something, a character that's doing these badass things. And that's what made it most exciting for me, actually, because I'm the good girl always. So thank you, Shujat sir, for seeing the bad in me and, thinking of me and, making me a part of this epic saga.
We look forward to that new avatar of yours and wishing you the best.
Me too.
Thank you so much. Nirita ma'am, my question's for you. You play Sakina, the mother, the pillar of the house, trying to keep everyone together. A little more about your character, if you could please tell us.
Yes, hello, namaste everyone. First of all, I'd like to say, Sakina, when she happened to me, I wasn't prepared for Sakina to happen to me. But when she did, I'm so glad that Sakina happened. And thank you, Shujat, for having faith in me as Sakina. Sakina, can I say something? When the script came to me, I think I briefly had mentioned to Shujat, but my take when the script came to me, I thought it's a love story. बैकड्रॉप में सब कुछ चल रहा है, गुंडागर्दी, मार पिटाई, एवरीथिंग, बट प्राइमरली इट्स अ लव स्टोरी. इट इज़ सो सकीना इज़ द वन हु, जिसके लिए फैमिली बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. her love for her husband, her love for her son. The whole thing is for her family, her house, everything is what Sakina's world is all about. What's happening outside is just maybe a byproduct of what's happening in the house for her, Sakina. So for me, I just looked at it as a beautiful love story, and the backdrop is the world of crime.
Now, रेजिस्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ पर हो नहीं रहा है. ये सवाल पूछना बनता है कि how was it working with your husband, KK sir, yet again?
पहले तो मैं ये बोल दूँ कि me becoming Sakina, I don't know if I could have been a better or a worse Sakina based on who my screen husband is going to be. But yes, having said that, having KK as my co-actor has of course been bonus. And we have worked long time back like earlier, but to work together after after like really long time, it's been great. And to have someone who is so invested in the story, not only in his character but the larger picture, it's always a bonus. And of course, since KK was there, I was trying to impress him a bit. So I think I must have done a job somewhere where these Shujata and KK team is happy. Yeah, it was great.
But it definitely adds the bonus to Bambai Meri Jaan, and we're looking forward to the couple back again on screen. So
I would want to add this. It was not just her trying to impress KK sir. Every
All of
actor
us
on
were.
the set was trying to impress KK sir. But KK sir was trying to impress.
अब
अच्छा, शो के बारे में बात करें.
coming back to Bambai Meri Jaan, we've learnt a lot about the Kadri family. Amira, my questions for you. काफी कुछ जान लिया Kadri family के बारे में. Now we hear you play a very pivotal role in Dara's life. Tell us a little more.
So my character's name is Pari, and I think she's sort of grown up with the entire family in her own way, and she has a very special connection with Dara. And I think through that connection, you see a very different side of Dara. And I think she brings a very sweet innocence to that relationship, and I just think it's very beautiful how it pans out in the end. So yeah, it's a sweet little connection.
I'm waiting for some beans to be spilled somewhere. Can't wait. 10 days to go, but I'll have to wait.
He learnt a lot. I taught him a lot. Don't worry.
But all the best. Congratulations. Next question for both Sujata and Renzil. We just spoke to the amazing cast. Now, how did you bring this talented ensemble cast together, and what was the casting process like?
Well, yeah, the very interesting anecdotes to everyone's casting, actually. Avinash, I think, suffered a lot because before I locked onto him, there was an 8-month period while I was flirting with other actors. But there's something that I saw in his screen test that he did, which always remained with me, and I just could not shake that off. And I thought he would be the perfect guy, because there were many auditions and there were lots of actors that, of course, we auditioned for the part. There was something that was special. I could never put my finger on it, but I knew that he would be the guy. And of course, with Renzil, discussions with Renzil in terms of the character and the development, and when we sat through that, it really worked out fantastically. Interesting one about KK as well is that I had initially approached him for another character for the show, and he read the script and he said, "I want to come and meet you," and I said, "Of course." Another interesting thing that KK and I have been trying to work for the last 20 odd years, but it has never gone through, and I was really, really desperate to work with him on this one. And he met me and he said, "What about Ismail's character? Have you cast it for him?" I said, "No, not yet." So he's like, I would be really kind of keen. And I thought that was fantastic of him, because the character has multiple shades. It's not a very black and white narrative that Renzel and the writers have put together. It plays in the gray areas. What is really interesting is that we have stripped people of the labels of relationship and treated them as individuals. So it is a man versus man, not necessarily a father versus father. So the power dynamics really kind of change. It so happens to be about providing. The one who provides becomes, the alpha of the family, and how those dynamics change between two men, and the repercussions that the family as well as the city on a macro level has to suffer. So that is what it's about. Pari, of course, was fantastic because we wanted to cast her.
You made me
Parsi
audition
girl.
3 times.
Yes.
3 times.
Yes,
Like-
we did. And Nivedita is wonderful. She's a great theater actor, and we thought, and I saw her audition, and I knew that she would be, because there was a very specific kind of language that everyone needed to speak to transport into the authenticity of the world in terms of the community as well. Kritika was the last one to come on board, and this was post the first wave of COVID. And I must say I've really been fortunate and blessed to have the entire cast, not just the ones who are sitting on stage, also the ones who are sitting in the audience and who are not here. I think each one of them, Abbas Dalal, who worked on the body language workshops, how they would walk, how they would sit, also in terms of the language. So there was a really tight brief given to everyone that you are the hero of your story. So let's not try and outdo each other, although yes, I'm sure the actors would want to impress KK.